So Illustrator is basically a software by Adobe that we use for vector art and all. So vector art is the one where we work with lines and colors and basically the key difference between images and vectors is that if you scale into an image, the quality will degrade. But if you scale into a vector, the quality won't. For example, I just zoom in and you can see that all your lines are still as sharp as they should be. But if I were to zoom into say an image, there would be a bit of pixelation. Uh, just give me a moment. I'll import an image and show you guys. Okay, so we go to downloads and the Festival of Lights, and I zoom into this. So you will see a bit of distortion over here, like pixelation rather. So this is a common issue when it comes to the point, when we work with images, where what we click with camera and all. But when it comes to vectors, the issue isn't there. So that's the key purpose of Adobe Illustrator, to enable us to create vector graphics, transparent images, PNG designs, and all of that stuff. And in this workshop, we take you right from the basics to some of the advanced techniques. Okay. So now coming on to starting up with Illustrator. When you start Illustrator, and from here you go to create new or open, depending upon whether you want to edit an existing file or create a new one. So we go to create a new file, and there are various templates over here. You can select from a wide variety of templates rather. If you want to make wallpaper for a Surface Pro 4, and again, web presets, your various advertisements and all, MacBooks, screen sizes, a lot of that stuff. So for now, we say suppose we want to make a 16 by 9, 1920 by 1080 image. Now you can give it a name. For example, I give it workshop. Chalo, done. And we can choose the orientation as well. So if you see, when we choose the landscape orientation, our width is greater than our height, and it's vice versa while choosing the portrait orientation. Here we can specify the number of artboards we want. I come to artboards in a while, and the color mode, RGB CMYK. RGB is what we use for web displays for our screens, and CMYK is what we use for printing. And now coming on to raster effects. So this is the density of your image. So the higher this number is, the the more sharpness your image has, the more details it will have. But it will also increase the size of your image. So a high 300 ppi image will be roughly 2 to 3 times in size as compared to a medium format image. So yeah, these are the few key settings that you need to know when you're creating a new artboard, a new project. So I hit create and we'll come up with a white rectangle. So this rectangle is your artboard. This is where you work. This is the one that will be exported and so on. This is your working. This is your canvas, to simply put it. Now, for instance, during the course of the project, you feel ki no, I need a different size. I need a I need more artboards, more canvases. So you can very quickly alter that here. This, are you able to see it where my mouse is pointing?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your artboard tool. The keyboard shortcut is Shift O, and click on this, and there will be a dashed line around all the artboards in there. So here you are. And for instance, you want to vary the size. So either you can drag it, or just like how you resize any image, and you can even drag it around your entire working space, and you can even change all your parameters from here. So suppose I want a 1080 by 1080, which is perfect for Instagram posts. So I go here and I even alter the height to 1080. Now you see we got a square of 1080 by 1080. And the little clip that you're seeing over here, if I link these two together, so the ratio will remain the same. So if I make it say 500 now, the height also reduces by the same amount. And I put it back to 1080 now. And if I want to create a new artboard, so again with this click, just drag, create your own new artboard. If you hold down shift while dragging, it will create a square artboard, a 1:1 ratio. And you can see the width and the height parameters as you drag along. See, right now it's 893. Here it's 1280. And if I leave the shift, I can vary it as I want. But you can get only rectangular artboards in Illustrator. That is one thing you need to keep in mind whenever you're working with it. Uh, Coming down to naming, I've come to art. If you double click here, if you double click on the artboard, you can change the name. You can again select the presets. All your proportions are here, and these are not really required. But again, I will show you. These are basically markings. So if I allow show center mark, there will be a mark at the center of the artboard. If I show crosshairs, you will have crosshairs like from the center of either sides. And video safe areas, if you go to that, so there are many times when images get cropped when you put them in videos. So the inner box is the safest area and the outside areas are the buffer area. So you can vary your display options. These lines that you're seeing, they won't get exported. And if you want to delete a artboard, again go here and you can delete it. Okay, now coming to zooming, because many times you will have to zoom in to see your artwork, from a closer point of view. So either you can hold down Alt and scroll. So it will zoom at the point where you're scrolling in. See, if I put it here and I scroll, I zoom into this area. You can see the number moving up. This number will go up if I zoom in, and if I zoom out, it will reduce. And for instance, you want your artboard at the center, and to occupy the maximum space, all you need to go is hit Control and 0, and boom, your artboard will fill up your entire working space, and it will be at maximum possible zoom without cropping out any edges or something. And if you wanna move up, scroll, move down, scroll down, and move sideways, Control and then scroll. Similarly, if you hold shift, it will scroll faster. Control shift scroll will scroll faster towards the sides. So, was I clear? Were you guys able to see the scrolling and all, and also the artboards?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Now, once you've made your artboard, then you can, proceed to the design part. And even when you're starting design, first you need to set up. Just like before we start the construction, we plan all your flows and all. We need to do a little bit of planning in here. So what you're seeing here, are you able to see the layers panel? This layers written over here. So
Yeah.
yeah, cool. This is the layers panel. What layer is? You can treat layer like your flows of a building. So anything I draw into this layer, wait, I already have a pre-made artwork. It will be much easier to show you in there. Okay, so yeah, now we are in artwork. We are in an artwork here that I've already made. And if you see here, there are multiple layers. You can see there are 4 main layers: BG, which is the background; JAWS, which is a older design; temp, and sign. So layers is basically used to categorize, to separate all the components of your artwork, because often there might be times when your artwork will have many components, and having them a little bit organized helps you when you want to go in and edit any one of those components, or 2 3 of those components which are together. So that's when the artboard, that's when the layering comes in. So if I go to the temp, now you see there are even, okay. So you see the small arrow over here. If you click on this, it will show you everything that is contained in the layer. Now there are sub layers in here. If I click on say wheels, it will give me all the components that are contained in the wheels sublayer, which is further inside the temp layer. Okay, so now I've categorized my work, but what if I want to selectively edit and all? Or what if I want to lock? So you see the small toggles made here, editable when blank, and it's basically written here what it does. So if I click on this, I won't be able to edit the name. I click on it, but nothing happens. But if I unlock it and I click here, so there you go. I'm able to edit it. I can do whatever I want, and when the change is done, I lock it again. So one place where this helps a lot is, if you don't want to accidentally move anything, don't want to alter anything. So this layer also has two components. One is the name, and the other is the text base sketch. So if I select both and now move them, I'll be moving both of them. But what if I want only the base sketch to move? I go ahead, I lock the Casablanca text, and now even if I select over it, only base sketch will move. So that is one place where your layering comes very much in handy. Similarly, suppose I don't want to see the wheels. I want to see the design without the wheels. So I can just click on the eye over here and the wheels are gone. They aren't deleted, they are just hidden. And so another thing that, if you just want to edit something in here, I have say supposed, I want to edit this grill, but I'm not able to select it like this. So I drag and I move. So everything gets moved over there. And but if I don't want that to move, I lock everything that I don't want. And again, just like how we did with the text, we do the same over here. So that is the main purpose of layering. That's how we do layering. If you want to create new layers, there are two buttons over here. The plus, which unlocks a new layer. You see a layer has been created. I can delete it by clicking on the garbage bin over here. And sub layer, we further click on a layer and we can make sub layers. So I guess that's all from the layers part. Satwik will take the workshop further.
Hello. Uh, I'm visible, right? Yeah. Hello. So, like Bhavesh has covered a lot of the like the basic stuffs. Now we'll go to the drawing wala portion, yeah, where we like start making stuff. So, for the basic like for the basic creations and all, we use this tool, shape tool, yeah. You can make rectangles. You can make rounded rectangles or ellipses, yeah. And like if you want to make squares, like uh, squares or circles, perfect circles or perfect squares, what you do is you hold shift and it will lock onto a square. Previously I've had the like the freedom to make a rectangle of any dimension, but this time if I hold shift, it will lock on to become a square. Same goes with your ellipse tool too. If you hold shift, it will lock onto a circle. What else does a shape have? If you pay attention, you can actually see that there is a border to the shape. There's a black border and it is actually white inside. You can actually change that if you want. We'll go into colors later, color like deeper into colors later, but you can change this. If you like, this is the fill. You can you select this and you can change the internal color of the shape, and I'll keep it white. We'll get into colors more deeply afterwards. And what else does it have? It has a stroke. It has a border to it. You can also change that if you want. Increase it, decrease it, whatever you want. Now we'll go to the like what other tools like would you need for basic creation. One is a shape tool, just as I told you. The other is a selection tool. This is like the most basic like what do you call the normal arrow key no, normal mouse pointer of your normal working desktop. You make something, you can use the selection tool to move it around like this, or you can even elongate it, change the dimensions of it. It's like the basic tool for all purpose kind, like basic tool for basic purposes. What else? If you hold shift, yeah, that is like previously when I was making an ellipse and I held shift, it made a perfect circle, right? Now, whatever I want to change the dimensions of this ellipse without altering anything, without altering the proportions. Like this, I don't want this to change, this proportion to change. So again, I hold shift and I elongate it. It'll remain the same. See? Any problems up tak? You have any like questions?
So yeah, like
Mhm.
can you like select the ellipse?
Yeah.
So like on the top, you see something like a constraint portion na?
This.
In the like toolbar. Yeah. So here there's
Yeah,
a
these.
constraint sign. So like if
Yeah.
we use it, like someone, the first one person that was telling us, like
Yeah.
if we use it like and change the pixels, the ratio should remain same in that case also.
If I remove, if you, that is when you're working over here. See, say if I like keep it as 100 and 100 at the moment, okay,
Huh.
100 and 100, it'll give you a correct circle. Say,
Yeah.
now I can, if I keep this constrained, okay, that is when I want to define it. If I want to make it 600, यहाँ पे 600 करके चेंज हो जाएगा. Yeah.
Yes.
But अगर तू remove करेगा, this one is useful when you are typing in the dimensions.
Okay.
समझा? So if I keep it 120 and 600, like if I keep it 120 and 600, then constrain it. Oh shit. Okay. Then constrain it. Then if I change this, उसी
Yeah.
proportion में change होगा. Noticed?
Yes.
Okay. So this same thing you can like constrain wala thing if you want to work with a mouse. If you want
Okay.
to work with a mouse, then you use shift.
Okay. Thank you.
Say, or another useful thing you can do with the selection, like the select thing is like traditional ways में तुम क्या करोगे? If you want to copy paste, you hit Control C, Control V, yeah. But what Illustrator helps you do is you press Alt and drag, Alt and drag. It will make a copy for you. See this? I hit Alt, I dragged it, it made a copy for me. This is very useful when you like, instead of doing Control C, then Control V, and then moving the other thing where you want it, you can just do it with your mouse and one finger. And one more interesting thing this does is with the selection tool is if you want to repeat the last action I did, what did I last do? I just moved, I made a copy of this and moved it here. if I want to do that again, if I want to make it a pattern like this, I hit Control D. I select the thing, hit Control D. It repeats the last action I did with the selection tool. Say if with the selection tool I moved it to some portion to here, I didn't copy it, I moved it. I still hit Control D, it will still move it that side. What else can you do? What else can you do? I guess that is all with the selection tool, like the general selection tool. What is more like, what do you want to do if you want more intricate changes? Like if I want only this portion of the thing to change, I don't want the whole thing to elongate, but I want only this portion, this vertex. I want the position of this vertex to move. I use the direct selection tool. Then I can hit the vertex and move it like this. Move it anywhere I want. Notice this, Zara. If I try to do the same with the selection tool, I won't be able to. I'll in place of that, I'll end up changing dimensions. But if I want to change just this vertex, I use a direct selection tool and do it. But what I just did was I selected. You see this dot dashed square which is coming up. That will select whatever is in that square. If I like move that square longer to even the other vertex, it will choose both these vertices, and I'll be able to move this line as a whole. Initially I was just moving this vertex, but I can move the whole thing like this. Wherever I want. Talking about shapes, there are also, like, you have already, obviously you have your rectangles, you have your squares, but those aren't the only shapes, right? You also, using Illustrator, you can also make polygons. Like this is the triangle, but you can make like polygons with any amount of sides by hitting the up arrow key. So at the moment ये triangle है, triangle से बढ़ाना है square, pentagon, hexagon, वैसे करके you can do it as much as you want. And down arrow key to bring it back. Increase it, decrease it. Same thing goes with stars. Default में तुम लोग को ये टाइप का आ रहा होगा 500 stars, but hit the up arrow key, you'll go to 6.7.8, up, down, anywhere you want. Talking about shapes, तुम लोग like I didn't elaborate much on the strokes there. Strokes may, if you see, this is a very handy area. This area of your workspace you'll use a lot whenever you want to make minute changes and stuff. So if you want to stroke may, strokes, you can change the type of strokes. I'll just increase the amount, like the width of the stroke, to make it easier for you guys to recognize this. ठीक है? Strokes में if you click the stroke करके जो word है, you will get a drop down and you'll get plenty of options like this. Cap talks about how the edge of your line looks like, how the edge of your line wala stroke look like. So it can be rounded, it can be rectangular, which is going outside of the path. तुम्हारा line इतना है, but this default में it will end at where your line ends, but by this one it will go more. The corner talks about your shapes ke corners. This can be your rectangle anywhere there is an edge. Even stars ke edges mein, polygons ke edges mein, it will change that. You have your rounds and you even have like a एक एंगल में बैठा हुआ एज। कोई क्वेश्चंस अब तक?
Guys, any doubts?
No.
Okay, cool.
What else can you do? What else can you do? Yeah, when you're resizing stuff, ठीक है, if I make a rectangle now, ठीक है, I'll change the strokes back to normal, bring it down to 10, I guess. Yeah, when you're resizing stuff, you can like resize by your edges, by the like points you have on your edges. But if you notice, when you do that, this portion stays the same. If I move the edge somewhere, the iska position stays the same. Okay, but if you want it to change, like resize from the center, at the moment it is resizing from this edge. But if I wanted to resize from the center, I hold Alt and I do that. Instead of going like this, I'll be going like this. This one helps if you want to keep the position same, but like you don't want to move around a lot. So if you, in case you go the other way, I'll have to like find the position iska पिछला वाला क्या था and go back. But in this case, I can just hit Alt and do. What if I want to like, if I want to like elongate only in this, only on the horizontal direction, okay, but if you're like moving with your hands, oftentimes it goes like it'll move up or it'll go down. So if you wanted to restrict more, like when you want your mouse pointer to be restricted moving on the horizontal or the vertical side, you hold shift while doing it. Okay, I want it restricted here. I can't, if I go up or down, it doesn't change. See, दूसरे में it would have. I could go all this way, but abhi I'm restricted to either 45 degrees, uske variants, or the vertical and horizontal. It can either go like 45 this way, 45 this way, this, or horizontal vertical. That is with the elongations. And if you also notice, you have these little circles over here when you're making shapes. These are actually handles just say you can round your edges. They need not be always like hard vertexes. You can even round your edges like this. Even like goes with the star. I'll try something like with a star for this. Goes with your polygons. This I can round it. But what if I want to round just one edge and not all? Again, इसमें क्या होता है? I don't want to work with everything, but I just want to work with one specific area of the shape. Then I'll be using my selection tool, direct selection tool. इसमें I have control over just this edge. I'll be able to do whatever with just this edge. Like just like last time, I'll be able to move this wherever I want. Only just this edge. That is a specialty with the direct selection tool. Yeah, I guess shape builders. Okay. Now since we are mostly done with तुम्हारे regular shapes, you have rectangles, you have hexagons, pentagons, वो सारे, and you have your stars, you have your ellipses. But if you want some अजीब से shapes, say I want a cross, ठीक है, I can't make it using just this. What I can do is I can use a tool called shape builder. You have it over here, shape builder करके. So if I know how a cross can be made using a set of let's remove this. If I know how I can make a cross with your normal rectangles, I want just this portion. I don't want these areas. So what I can do is I can use something called a shape builder. This thing will join whatever this line is going over. See, I have this cross. Pehle it was just a jumble of squares, but I wanted these portions, just these portions, or I can even do it like this. I can make a Tetris wala, yeah. I can go just the upper, I can separate the three. What I'm doing now is I'm joining these rectangles, joining these squares. But what if I want to delete these? I have, like, when I'm making a cross, I don't want these portions to be left, right? I don't like these. I just want this portion. So I hit Alt and you notice, ठीक है? Pointer में अभी pointer के बाजू में plus है. That means I'm building something. I'm joining these shapes. I'm adding this, and this to make a cross. But I want to delete this, so I hit Alt. It goes minus. Deletes. Now I only have this. Now whenever you're making this, keep it like in your mind ki you properly do it. Like if I just for example, if I make two rectangles and I want to separate these three, okay, I want this to be a shape, I want this to be a shape, and I want this one to be a separate entity of its own. I select all three, select whatever shapes I want to work with. Okay, I can't just select this one and expect my builder to work over here also. I need to select all three portions. जो भी all the shapes I want to work with, I select all two. Then I hit the builder. Then it gives me the options to do this. Now be careful. Also keep an eye यहाँ पे क्या चल रहा है, ठीक है? At the moment, I have two rectangles, rectangle 1 and rectangle 2. Now keep an eye what is going on here. Okay, I want in the end I want just 1, 2 and 3 shapes to exist. I go once, ठीक है, and I go twice. But अभी 4 exist कर रहा है. What is this? What is the new one? What is different here? What happened was when I selected this portion of the rectangle, it separated the rectangle based on this line. So it made two rectangles that way, like two shapes that way. I had this एक और यहाँ पे एक. But why is this existing? That is because I did the same with this, ये वाला portion. So it moved like split it based on this line. जहाँ पे पहले था वो, when I selected this वाला area, this area, it separated this rectangle based on this edge. So it made 4 shapes because of that. What I want to do, like what I have to do to prevent this from happening is I do 1, I do 2 and I do 3. Now there are only 3 shapes with this. 1, 2, 3. There is no fourth component. See, पहले 4 थे because I did not select this area, but अभी 3 है. That is with the shape builder. Whatever I want just this area and this area. I don't want this. What do? I hit Alt that time. I add this. No, I hit Alt that time. So minus करके ये निकाल दो. So I just have these two shapes now. I don't have the rectangle one, which I had previously. So थोड़ा cautiously work with the shape builder tool because it can create elements which you don't want actually. It will just create unnecessary elements if you don't select properly. and like अब तक कोई क्वेश्चन है क्या?
हेलो,
या
अगर ऐसा कोई स्क्वायर है, बस उसका एक एज को हमें कर्व्ड लाइन में कन्वर्ट करना है,
कर्व
तो
लाइन
फिर
मतलब ऐसा?
लाइक नहीं, ऐसा
सॉरी,
नहीं, बस एक एस शेप्ड में हो, एक कोई एज तो एस शेप में।
मतलब I have this rectangle, ठीक है? Now tell me what do you want to happen?
आई वांट एन एज टू बी एस शेप्ड, लाइक
ऐसे
बीच में से, हाँ एस, अगर उसको पॉसिबल होता है तो।
that वो थोड़ा और complex material that you'll learn using the pen tools and all.
अच्छा, ओके
थोड़ा और complicated stuff है वो,
ओके,
ठीक है?
थैंक यू।
But if I want to curve it, देखो, if you see a rectangle and a circle here, I'll make a circle यहाँ पे, ठीक है? If you see there are 1 2 3 4 points over here and at the same time there are 4 vertices to this. What यहाँ पे तो समझ में आता है, ठीक है? यहाँ पे 4 vertex है, 4 middle वाले lines है. ये what are these things about? These are actually something called curves. If you use the direct selection tool, you can see you can't see that happening over here. You don't see 2 lines going like this, but you see it happening over here. These are curves. Yeah, this you can elongate this. You can actually change the nature of this curve using these lines. This इसमें थोड़े custom इसमें जाओगे तो it will be useful when you're making the pen tool. You can actually make custom curves over there. So I won't go there इतना deep में. That is a topic for tomorrow's discussion.
ओके,
That is also there. तुम लोग का like वो curves, you add those curves there and then you can make a sweet little S shape as required. और एक अलग type का selection tool is also your wand tool. I don't want to get too into colors right now. Also, that is also थोड़ा deep में colors का थोड़ा बात का discussion रखना है. But you have your basic palette over here. ठीक है? Your basic color set which Illustrator provides you. You can वो colors से you can change the strokes का colors if you want. You can have our inner fill. At the moment it is white. No, it is at the moment it has no color. This means no color. ठीक है? A white with a cross in between, एक red diagonal going in between, that means it's empty. I can make it white, black, yellow, green. Colors का थोड़ा deep बाद में जाएंगे, but this is the basic palette you have. You can also change the color of your stroke. At the moment black है, but if I want it to be blue, say, I select this or I like select this over here and I do blue, green, pink, whatever. That is your strokes का. Strokes में और भी क्या हो सकता है? You have I'll zoom in a bit. Zoom in का, as Bhavesh said, alt and scroll, ठीक है? Strokes में और क्या आएगा? You have as I said, cap works with lines के edges, lines और curves के edges में. If you have an independent curve, एक S type का जा रहा है, it will work with that. Corners का, corner comes in your when edges come to play. So you have rounds, yeah, and also which I forgot to mention last time is this align stroke. You see this blue color ka line, that is actually your shape, that is your basic rectangle. इसके बाहर जो black color का है, that is part of the stroke. If I want to change the position of that, if I want that stroke to come inside your line, I'll go align stroke to the inside, or I can go align stroke to the outside, or I can make to the center. Get it? Working with strokes and stuff. Yeah. How am I doing this? How am I like वो hand वाला section कैसे आ रहा है? I'm doing space. I'm holding space and moving it. ठीक है? Alt and scroll for zooms, space and your drags for moving this. Control 0 to bring the artboard back. Selection, yeah, the selection tool I was going to talk about is the magic wand tool. Okay, if I have this as, sorry, if I have this as red and also this as red, if I use magic wand, I'll select both these. जहाँ पे भी red है तेरे picture में, at the moment it is very basic, ठीक है? But as you work more with Illustrator, there'll be red at many places. So if I want to select the areas with जहाँ पे red है, ठीक है? If एक बहुत integrate painting है, I want to change all the red to say a green. I can use the magic wand tool to select the red, then change all the reds to green. See? Or to pink, to blue, what else? This won't act for like, say I have a red wala here. I have a red color ka rectangle here. If I use the magic wand tool there, it won't select this red. It will select just blue. If I select the red, it will deselect the blue and select the red. That is another type of select tool. Direct selection, we worked with shapes. We direct selections may, yeah, also. Say if you want, this is a thing which you'll often do as you work more with Illustrator, is you'll make groups. Okay. What are groups? If you say like I am happy with these two rectangles, I am happy with how they look. I am happy with their proportions. I'm happy with their colors. I'll select both and I'll group them. Now if I select kahin pe bhi of this, they'll move together. These both will be selected. They form a group. Okay. But what direct selection tool ka kya hai? If you select with your normal selection tool, both will get selected, both will move. But direct selection tool, as I said before, it is very specific. If I choose these edges, it will not care about the grouping. ठीक है? जितना भी तो group करो, it will not care about the grouping. It is just bothered कि इस dotted rectangle के अंदर क्या आ रहा है. अभी dotted rectangle के अंदर ये वाला edge vertex आ रहा है, तो I can move this vertex. I don't have to care about the rest of the groups. It will not. But if I want to say enlarge this with your selection tool, you won't be able to do that. If you want to do that, you'll have to select once, select twice, you'll double click there, then you can select them independently. Then you'll go into the group. Abhi I'm out of the group, ठीक है? Pay attention to layering here, ठीक है? Pay attention to the layering here. At the moment I'm outside the group, I select it, it selects all of them. I want to select the red one. I double click over it. I double click on the group and when I double click on the group, you change हो रहा है. देखो यहाँ पे group करके आ रहा है. That means I've got into the group. Now I select the red. It selects just the red over here. It doesn't select the green. पहले it was selecting the green. Now it isn't. That means I'm in the group and I can do whatever I want with this. But if you'll notice, I didn't have to do this double click wala thing with the direct selection tool. I could just put the rectangle there and I could move it wherever I want. That is one thing about the direction. It surpasses like your groups wala thing. All it cares about is the rectangle, this dotted rectangle there. Yeah, about the group wala thing, I didn't explain it before. I got into the group. How did I go out? I double click outside of this. मैं double click बाहर किया इसके. That is how I got out of the place. I double click on the group. It got me in. Double click anywhere outside, it gets me out. Groupings में layering और groups में भी you'll have like bring forward, bring back. I guess Bhavesh explained that portion of it. कोई questions अब तक? What did I do? How did I do? What else can you do? Anything like that?
I don't have any.
किसी और को है?
Seed, I think.
कि everyone's chill. Bhavesh, you want to take over if you want?
Yeah, sure, I'll take over.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So abhi, I guess so we are done with most of today's work. But one of you guys asked Keys how to give that curved edge thingy to a square, na? Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's a topic for tomorrow, but I thought I'd give you guys a sneak peek since we have a bit of time over here. So I draw a square and let's give it a bit of stroke so that you guys can see it clearly. Okay. So the square is here. I click on the square, your circles are there. What I do is I double click on the circle. Wait, oh, I clicked thrice. Sorry. I double click here. I'll show you again. So Abhi it's just showing a small arc near the mouse pointer. Can you guys see it? The small arc near the mouse pointer. Okay. If I double click, you'll see a small zero near it. Small circle near the arc. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now
Yeah.
if I bring down, I can bring the single edge all the way down until the shape permits. So I can alter the edge, these two edges, only as far as they can go without altering the other two edges. So in this case, I can bring it over here, a little bit here, ऐसे करके. And similarly, say if I want to bring this a bit more inside. So this is a bit complicated because you have to be very precise with your double clicking and it's a bit tedious also. So yeah, this is one of the methods that you can use. Uh, and again, if you want to change, even inside the group, for example, I'll draw multiple squares, multiple rectangles, sorry. Okay. And I give all of them different colors so that it's more visible to you guys. So give this say red. I'll give this colors batate jao yaar. What color should I put here?
Blue.
Blue. Which blue? We have multiple blues.
Light blue.
Light. Okay, I put cyan if that's a shade of blue only. So okay, now up. What do I put here?
Green.
Green. Yeah. Okay, green is in. Next,
Gray.
gray. I'll put a middle gray from somewhere. And this I put
Yellow.
black. Yellow. Okay. Chalo, yellow it is. Okay. So abhi you guys can see the multiple rectangles lined in here. And what if I just want to? So I told you layers are like floors. Okay. So and see this as you see the top of a building, the top of a house rather. So the ones that are clearly visible is your top floor. The one which is the least visible, all of the other floors are above it. This is your ground floor. Are you guys getting the terminology? Guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if I want this red brick is this red rectangle to be the top floor? I want this to be visible the first. So one way to do that is I go to layers, I select this. So if I select this, you see a small blue rectangle over here. Not selected, I select it, the rectangle is here. I can drag it all the way up. So the one on the top is your top floor, the one on the bottom is your bottom floor. But there is one simpler way. Uska, I will type the command in the chat box because it's a bit of a complicated command. So I have just entered the command in the chat box. So if I hit that command, are you guys able to see the chat box by the way?
No. Can you
Okay,
send it on WhatsApp?
okay. I type it here. I type it here. Just give me a second. मैं यही type कर देता हूँ. I'll increase the size so you guys can see. I'll come to text, in tomorrow and day after tomorrow. Right now, are you guys able to see the command now? Control Shift and your square bracket.
Yes.
Okay. So I want to bring the white to the top floor. I hit this command. Boom. It's on the top floor. I want to send it as the, I want to make it the ground floor. I type the same command, but now I will type the other square bracket. So, and boom, there you go. It's now on your bottom level. And again, you can of course manually alter them. For example, if I want the yellow to be on the second lowest level, I want gray to be on the second top. So now it is above everything, but below red. Above everything else, but below red. So, yep, I hope this will help you guys understand a bit more about layering also. Was this part clear?
I have a doubt.
Yeah.
Can we overlap the dragging, like drag red on orange? Can you
Yeah, we can.
overlap it? No, like on at the same.
At the same level.
Yeah,
Okay. So, Illustrator inherently it always treats every single object on a different level. I mean, it's something that's been built into it. So you cannot have two objects on the same level unless and until you merge the objects. Like Satvik said, if I use the shape builder, that is, I have to overlap their strokes first, and Shift M is your shortcut, and I drive over. So this is the only scenario in which I can have two shapes on the same level. If I blend them, if I merge them. So even here you can see, despite all of your shapes being, built around the same time, there are still different levels. You don't have any single shape on the same floor. So overlapping is not really possible on the same level, but I can bring one over the other. If I want orange, I can bring orange up, and now I drag orange will be above it. So did I?
okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, by the way, a fun fact about Shape Builder tool. If I'm blending two shapes, thoda, I move aside from the commotion over here. I bring three colors. Say. So I delete the rest as well. Ah, ठीक है. So you guys tell me now, which is the top layer? Which is the floor on the top? What color is it?
Orange. Orange.
Top layer is orange.
Okay. What is the bottom layer?
Green.
That light green.
Light green. Chalo, perfect. If I hit shape builder, what do you think will be the color of the entire shape? Any guesses?
Orange.
Orange.
First attempt में सही guess करते हो. Not very good. Not very good. But it's green. Surprise. Okay, it's just simple. It usually, wait, I select it again, but this time I go like this. I hit Shift M. But this time it's orange. The secret is it depends on where you're
I guess
starting from.
yeah, where do we start from?
Where we start from. It has nothing to do with layering. I hit again Shift M. This time I start from red. अभी भी green हो रहा है. I don't know why. I'm sorry. Weird. Okay, sorry. मेरा color green set है यार. एक और पंगा. Okay. Shape Builder has a lot of inherent issues with it. So first I select the object that I want, the first where I start from. So if I want to start from red, I start selecting from here. Select this. So now you will see in this square, you don't have any color set. I draw Shift M. I start drawing. Now it will become red. So that depends. And but if you want to, make your shapes of neither color, like a totally different color. So it's very simple. Select outside. See, I have no shape selected right now. Go and say, let's say I want to make all of them this shade. So I select them now and I draw shape builder. So now वो उनका इसी color का कर देगा. The colors that I have selected here. Okay. So I suggest you guys go with this, set your own color beforehand, and then you use the shape builder. It just simplifies the process, and less prone to errors. You don't have to hit Control Z again and again. You don't have to worry about your starting point and all that stuff. Okay. Chalo. Any issues so far?
No,
Yeah.
not an issue, but like if there are multiple shapes, and can we like remove the border from one particular like vertex or like that, like remove the border from one of the sides? Then like we can make it like at the same level, two different shapes at the same level if we can remove the border just.
Okay, so that you're saying. Okay, I'll show you. Wait. Okay, I have drawn two of these. Okay. And let's give it say green. Okay, yeah, sorry, I changed the stroke color. Okay, let's give it green. So what you're saying is I need to basically make a common shape with two different colors, right? This part should be blue, this part should be green. That should be your end result, correct?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So one way to go about it is you go here and you go to object. You go to object. Okay, yeah, why is it not working? Just a second. Expand appearance. Okay, chalo, please. Hey, yaar, come on. Now you see what I've done. I've just basically disintegrated the shape. Wait, I go again. So, okay, simple. I go to object, I go to expand appearance. So what it does is it creates a separate object out of all of your components. Like stroke will become a component, your fill will become a component, and so on. Now I can go here. I select this. I drag this. Your color is out. Okay. Uh, and now this is a separate object. So what you're saying is that can be done, but you cannot remove border from one side. So there's a way around it. So, okay, let me go back to the original shapes again. Okay, it's not coming. Never mind. Sorry. A little bit of bugs in here. Okay. Your shapes are here. I had green. I just remove the stroke. I remove the stroke completely. Yeah, I go. I make it no color. Okay. Level.
Okay.
Now you want a stroke. You draw another rectangle, make it black, and perfect. So now both of your shapes are hidden. So what do you suggest I do?
Like if the rectangle, this black rectangle is bigger, then you can like put the yellow and the green and blue colored shape on top of this black box, and you will get the border, I
Perfect.
guess.
And how do I do that?
uh, like change the position of yellow and blue, like get it on the top from the
Okay.
bottom.
So in that case, you'll have to move two. A simple way, bring the black rectangle to the bottom.
Yeah.
You do that, boom. So now you have green and blue on the same level. They look like they're on the same level. That's what your perspective shows. But if you again come to the layers panel, the green is above the blue. Getting
Yes.
it?
Yes.
So that's the thing with Illustrator. There are multiple ways to achieve any kind of look. And there's a possibility that you can even use 4 5 shapes, 4 5 tools, a combination of all of them, and what not to achieve your end result. What matters is you get your end result with the highest accuracy without spending a lot of time. That's what matters the most. Your end result is beautiful, you don't waste your lot of time on it. So yeah, did I help you out? Did I sort that out?
Yes, thank you.
Chalo, anytime. Any other doubts? Any other things you want me to show for the day? कुछ और try करवाना है?
I don't have exactly a doubt, but I have a small query that will we be getting tasked for this?
Not tasks per se, but yeah, I appreciate if you guys try out and send stuff for the review. Try out kar lo. Try out all the tools we show you, and that stuff. No tasks per se, but yeah, you can give it a try. No issues.
So there won't be a certificate as well, if I'm right.
Certificate ka I'll confirm with you.
I don't think there's a
I don't.
certificate.
Yeah, I just confirm. By the end of the class, by the end of the session, I'm really sorry. By the end of the session, I confirm it about the certificate and all.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. All right. Cool.
Chalo. Okay. Any other queries? Any other doubts? Okay. So I'll stop sharing my screen now, and I think that's all from my side. Satvik, anything else you wanna add?
Nah, I guess like we're done for now.
Chalo, guys. It's a wrap for day one. कैसा लगा? Did you guys like it?
अभी का kind of थोड़ा
Yeah.
basic stuff ही है. Just the like your basic shapes, basic selections and all. अभी आगे जाके we'll like do more complicated stuff. We'll get to gradients, we'll get to curves and stuff. That's the fun portion.
The link that was sent on the group is this the link that from which we can download this thing, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's a Windows link, okay? So
Yeah.
I just make sure of that. Chalo, okay. I end the session if there are no more doubts or anything. Okay.